How's it going, Weekend Warriors? Today we're going to talk to you about bringing your unit out of storage from the winter time to take on your camp trip the first time for the season.
That entails dewinterizing your pre-trip inspections.
Dewinterizing and pre-trip inspections. So that's kind of what we're talking to you about today. So whenever you go to the RV storage lot, you pull it over to your house, you're going to need to dewinterize your coach, unless you're paying someone to have it done, but I don't think they need to do that. A lot of people can handle that pretty easy on their own.
Fairly easy process.
Yeah, fairly easy once you do it a couple times. If you need to, hire a mobile guy, have him show you the first time. Do it yourself after that. Pretty easy.
YouTube is also a very helpful tool because there's a lot of tutorials on YouTube.
Yep, YouTube can help you out. It'll save you money. Save you a couple $100 you can save towards your trip. Now you got more money to buy crap on your trip. But anyway, so once you get it there, you're going to hook up your water to your fresh water. And then just go through and run all your systems. All of them. Start your kitchen sinks, your toilets, shower, outside shower.
Appliances, if you have them, your ice maker, your washer.
Appliances, washer, dryer, or dryer. You need to dry
Washer,
your
dryer
clothes.
combo.
Yeah, you don't need to dry your clothes. You're checking your damn washing machine. So make sure that that's good. Problems that we've seen during dewinterization, and we've been in the industry a long time, unfortunately. Dwayne got out, thank God. I'm still there. Poor me. But anyway, toilet valves. We've seen the little, so they make a little valve on there. Dometic, Lippert now has the same style toilet. Thetford.
Just different models because it's
different
the
models.
two major brands, Dometic and Thetford.
Yep, and a little water valve leaks on there, and there's two different types of little water valves. They all make them look different, except for Dometic and Lippert. But they leak, crack, break, leak. Outside showers, people forget to winterize them.
City water connections.
City water
because they have
connections.
the little flow back on there. So
Yep, and then those break and crack, and so you got to inspect all this stuff once you pressure it up. Let it sit there for a little bit. After you finish that, you're going to fill up a little bit of water into your freshwater tank and try to run your pump. What have you seen after this portion of issues that you've seen that people's had once they turn on their water pump?
So a lot of things I see is this right here, the little strainer, the plastic housing, because this comes off, will break a lot of times because it doesn't fully get waterized properly.
Drop of water, done.
Yeah, just a little bit of water will wreck this. And what this is just a little strainer, so it keeps debris from coming through, but they don't sell just the plastic housing separate. You have to buy the whole replacement for the strainer. But this comes with the barb, because you can see that this is threaded on each side. So SureFlow and Lippert are going to have the thread. FlowJet's just special on their own, so you have to get a barb quick connect for it.
Everybody's always got to be different.
And
So
then another thing that I noticed is your water pump itself will seize up because even water sits in here, so it either seizes this up and just doesn't want to work anymore.
yeah, I've seen that a lot too. We've replaced more, or I've replaced more. I won't say it's from the industry. I'm speaking from personal experience. All the stuff on this page is going to be from personal experience or research that we've done from being in the industry so long, because I've got access to all these manufacturers. But we replace a lot of water pumps, which leads us to a lot of other replacements, such as faucets. And the next one, common one, would be water heaters. So your water heater is probably a round tank. I mean, the newer coaches are all coming out with tankless now, but your older coaches are going to have a tank in it. And if it does at that point, I would just switch over to tankless. Not even mess with the tank unit anymore. For one, you won't have to take a quick shower, 5-minute shower. I don't even know if you can get 5 minutes out of it. I think I timed it once and it was like 6. But if you go to a tankless, you don't have to worry about that anymore. And the cost is super cost effective now. You just got to be very careful when you buy one. There's a list of stuff you got to get, and you want to make sure you purchase that stuff, because I've seen people make a mistake with ordering the water heater and thinking I'm good to go.
It's not the case. There's different wall thicknesses, so there's going to be different sizes that you have to get for the vent. And then you also have to take into consideration that Suburban and Dometic are two different brands, so they're going to be two different size water heaters.
So yeah,
So you have to buy a water heater kit door, so that way it sits there and covers the hole.
yep. Because if you don't cover that hole, you're gonna. And a lot of these are made to where they'll cover the gap, because you'll have a gap on each side of that thing. So works out pretty good. Anything else you've noticed pulling them out of winter that?
Another thing that I've noticed is seals. You want to check those on slide outs and toilets, because they dry out during the winter. You don't want to have that issue with your toilet, because your ball valve just sticks and does not want to open.
Or that won't hold water because the seal's all dried up. So Effort makes a toilet lube seal conditioner that I would recommend. Works really good. Just throw a little in there. There's some out here in this RV out in the yard. Just throw a little down in the toilet. Keep that seal good and lubed up over the winter. Ain't gonna hurt nothing. It don't freeze. So it can sit there. When would you recommend a roof inspection at this time?
I would.
Let's go and inspect your roof. I'd kind of inspect everything. I mean, just so you don't get out there and have a shitty situation while you're trying to, camp with the family and have fun. I'd rather be out there camping and having fun than working on my coach. You can check your seals, make sure your seals are good. Check Dicor. Make sure it don't have cracks in it. Roofs tend to crack, and that's going to cause water damage, and you need to catch that stuff right away. I've seen water damage ROs, work orders, go from, I don't know, a couple $100 to a couple of thousands of dollars. Not just $8,000, couple of thousands of dollars. Seen a total amount. Another thing I would do is make sure you have your essentials, because you might have loaned one out, or I'll buy a new sewer hose and you threw that one away at the last campground and you forgot to buy one. You get up in the middle of nowhere and guess what? You ain't got a way to dump your sewer hose. You don't have a hose with you, a water hose. It's not any hose will do. You got to use a food grade sanitation hose.
Because otherwise you get those plastics and rubbers from garden hoses that break down and try to go into your system.
Plug it up.
It'll plug that up. That's a lot of the big issues. You get all that debris coming into the strainer here. Your water pump will bog down and not give you the pressure you need.
I've seen one guy go, I need a new water pump, and he replaced his water pump because his water pressure was just barely coming out. Wasn't the case. This was plugged up. So I really didn't need a water pump. Just needed to clean out his strainer. But you need to make sure you got a good sewer hose whenever you start out. Make sure you have your toilet papers, drop-ins, surge protector, slunkies.
Slunkies are good because a lot of RVs, campgrounds, are going to make you require to have one.
Yep, you don't have a slunky, guess what? You don't put your sewer hose out. Which might not be a bad thing. I mean, a lot of people get false readings because there's little probes in their tank that stick out about yay far. End up with a little bit of toilet paper on there. It'll tell you you're 3/4 full. Well, you just dumped. So you're like, how can I be 3/4 full? I just dumped my RV. It's because you got a piece of debris hanging up on there, causing you a false reading. Good way to fix that is while you're at the campground. Don't use the dump there. Grab your ice chest, dump that down the toilet, and then just drive up to the communal dump, because by the time you get up there, it'll probably knock that toilet paper right off. You'll be good to go. False reading gone. But yeah, we just want to give you some tips and stuff for pulling your RV out from wintertime, especially first timers. You seasoned guys, you got your stuff down pretty good. It's more for the guy who hasn't. And if you want anything else that we can get in depth with, tips and tricks with the older guys. We've done stuff with guys that's lived in them for years. We were up there for 4 or 5 years through a Cheyenne winter and negative 40 degrees and helped guys keep from freezing up and stuff like that. So we know a few little tricks and ways to keep you from freezing up. So until next time, peace.
Peace.